How do I do it? Oh, who knows? When I started here, well, not here, when I started my career 20 years ago as a single divorced woman who hadn't worked in 17 years, I was thin and I had brunette hair. And I used to say, we need to help those people. And now I'm there. I'm going to be Medicare eligible in 1 month. So hallelujah. Anyway, I do want to, first of all, honor and pay my respects to all of you that are caregivers. I'm hoping I don't get emotional because it's been a tough week in the field working with people. I helped a woman who was in her 80s who lived in her apartment for 38 years, a widow, moved to a board and care. And I went to visit her last week way on the east side because we know that's where the cheaper rates are, and she ran out of money. Basically, she ran out of money. And no one expects that we're going to live as long as we do, and she ran out of money. But when her passion right now has been, ginger ale. She loves ginger ale. And she is blind in one eye and has hearing loss in one ear, severe osteoporosis. But when she saw me come in to bring her some cases of ginger ale, she lit up. It wasn't me she was lighting up for. It was the ginger ale. And I thought, whatever it takes, we got to do. So I'd like to honor you by asking those of you that are caring for your spouse or your life partner to please stand up. And I want everybody, when you stand up, look around and see, because I want you to connect. Today is a day not just for resources, but for you to connect with each other. So during a break, during lunch, you might want to seek out someone who is going through the same thing you are. I know you are all doing caregiving, but each role is different, whether you're the adult child, whether you're the spouse, the neighbor, or doing long distance. So first of all, I would like all of you, if you don't mind, stand up who are caring for a spouse or a life partner. Not yet. And we want to give you a hand. Thank you for all you do. Thank you. Now, if you are an adult child taking care of your parent, please stand up and look at each other so we can give you a round of applause. Thank you for all that you do. I know that you don't get enough thank yous, and you may never get a thank you. Now, from your loved one, due to dementia or maybe just personality issues. How about those of you caring for a friend or a neighbor? Please stand up. And those of you caring for any family member, or and if you are a long-distance caregiver, please stand up. Thank you. Thank you all for what you're doing and for being here today. I think one of the most important things I have learned as a social worker and care manager is networking. Networking. Making new friends and not ignoring your friendships. I know that sometimes families during a crisis have the hardest time with each other because they don't all see the situation the same. And I have facilitated caregiver groups for going on 20 years. I started my career in 1992 after my divorce in 1991. I had gone back to school, thank goodness, because I do every day what I love. I never wake up in the morning dreading going to work. Do I dread sometimes that I have to get out of bed so early? Yes. I'm a late person, so I don't get a lot of sleep, but I need to. I need to take better care of myself. And when I still facilitate caregivers support groups, and I remember always, and I still do, stress self-care, which you're going to have a speaker on today, and I'm so glad, because that is so important, and it's the hardest thing to do, is to take time for ourselves. But I used to tell my caregivers, and I do facilitate a group currently, and I would say, don't forget, do something fun this week. When they come back the following week, or the following month, because it's once a month, what'd you do? What'd you do? Oh, I didn't get to do anything this time. That is not uncommon, because they're so busy. Whether you're taking care of younger people under you, your neighbors, in addition to your own family, and your loved ones that need your help specifically because of maybe dementia or physical ailments or mental ailments, where is the time for all that you do? So I really want to honor you for being here and taking this time. And it wasn't until I became a caregiver for my own parents, who have both passed now, that I realized self-care and how hard it is. I would go to a movie, I'd say, take care of yourself, Vivian. That's what you tell your clients, right? Don't just say it, but walk the talk. And I went to a movie, I'll never forget, the Santana Row. I was raised in Santa Clara. My mom was about a mile away, and I went, okay, this night is for me. I'm going to a movie. I'm a movie freak, right? I go to the movie, I sit down, okay, shoot, too early. The movie's not starting yet. What do? I check my voicemail. And it was my mom's neighbor. And it said, your mom's having anxiety. My mom had dementia and psoriasis, but it was like, your mom's having anxiety, I don't know what to do. I closed my phone, picked up my purse, and I went to my mom's house. And I realized how important, I realized how important the people we love are to us, and that's why we're doing what we're doing. And there are times you do put them first, and that's okay. So I am, since my mom passed a year and a half ago, I'm trying to really take better care of myself, because for about 4 years, I was in really stressed, like you all. Don't know which direction to go sometimes, and I'm a professional, and I realized how stressful it was. So what I learned, not only about how hard it is, and not to ever, keep pushing my clients like, no, you have to take care of yourself, but say, I understand now how hard that is to put yourself first. But it is still necessary to do what you can, to take some time for yourself, not push your friends away because you're too tired or you don't feel like being with somebody, you don't feel like talking, you just want to go to sleep. But your friends are often your best support. So when they ask you, what can I do for you? Have a list prepared so you can pull it out of your purse or your pocket and say, oh, I need laundry picked up. Or, oh, I would just want to go to my favorite lunch place. Let's go together. Have a list, because a lot of caregivers have told me, well, I don't know. When they ask me, then I don't know what to say. So be prepared in that way. If I could leave you one tip, I would say be prepared with a list of items that you need to do, that are on your list to do. And if someone says, what can I do for you? You could say something. And also, the biggest hindrance is people being afraid of rejection. That if they ask someone, they're going to say, no, I can't do it. So I tell my caregivers, be prepared that it's okay someone can say no. We don't know how they're trying to take care of themselves, right? We don't. They may be having things going on we don't know about. So trying to just let them accept the no, but know that, and just say, well, maybe I'll ask you again at a time that's better for you.